Okay guys, so I think I've got a decent setup for you here. I'll just pop my glasses on. Now these are the tools that we're using. As I said before, you have your fingernail clippers, a large pair if you can get them, and your file and your cuticle pusher. Now I've popped a tip on one of my nails, just secured it with super glue. As you can see, they're all looking tragically short at the moment. I will work on that because I want to post some fun things so that to keep you guys motivated for when you come back, and we will just go to town with all the wild stuff. Anyway, pretend this is your acrylic nail. Now as you can see, any of your nails are going to have quite a curve to them. So if you go in with a pair of cuticle clippers and try and do that, I'll show you with this, you're going to bend your nail. You're going to create all sorts of crack points. There, you're going to pull up the edges. So I'm going to show you a way to try and avoid that. Now the way I do that is you get your clippers and you go in from the side. So just work from the side, and you're basically nibbling off from either side, nibbling off the length of that nail at about 2 millimeters a time, and there you go. Now you don't have the stress points or the fractures that the other one did. It's going to be rough on the top, but then we're going to file it. Now because you've got acrylic nails, there's no danger of going down the sides, so you can trim that off on the side. Just run your file along this. I'm doing this through a camera, so excuse me if it looks a bit gumby. Trim that, smooth that off at the sides, and then you get your file. You can go back and forth. It doesn't matter when you've got acrylic on your nails. If you're working on a natural nail, try and go in the one direction only. But in this instance, I'm trying not to move this because I do have this just stuck on with blue tack. Just run your file around the edge like that, just to smooth out the shape. Basic squoval is probably what most of you will be going for at the moment. Now with your file, you can also, because you'll be left with quite a blunt looking end, you can also run that over the tip just to refine it a bit and get rid of all those bird pieces. So just run that over the tip. Oops, nail's moving. Shape it up again. So that's going to refine it a little bit on the sides and on the top, so you won't have all those rough edges. Now on the end, and this is a bit hard to show my nail underneath, pretend that's just my nail. You can run your nail underneath. It's probably best to get your orange wood stick or something and just run it along underneath to get rid of all those little rough sections. So you can see all those fuzzy bits. Just run it around gently, and you can just run this slightly underneath to refine that edge, and that's going to smooth it up for you so that you're not left with what looks like brick ledges. And that's quite smooth. If you're using one of these, it's going to be quite smooth. Look, you'll even find if you're stuck, a bit of kitchen steel wool or one of those, just basically running it across something continuously will smooth down that rough edge. As I said, if you get stuck, I will try and find a way to get a nail file to you. But anyway, that's how we take down the length. That is the most important thing at the moment for when they're growing out, because what you're going to find is you'll get an imbalance. Your acrylic will start edging up here, which means the tops of the nails will become heavier, and it places stress on the natural nail here. As we go along, I'm going to teach you how to thin down the thickness of that acrylic up the top. Okay, so next time you go out for your shop, try and get a packet of nail files, whatever you can. Coles, Woolies, they all carry them. So just a basic little nail file set. I can teach you to work with whatever is going at the time. If you have any questions or any suggestions with what you want to, me to show you, just put it in the comments and I'll see what I can do. It doesn't matter how silly it is, even if you just want a bit of fun. And anyway, that's it, guys. So good luck. So next time you go through your shop, try and make it only once every 2 weeks if you can. Don't go out just to get this stuff, but try and grab yourself a nail file, and a bottle of clear nail polish would be great. So we can make do with anything like that. Okay, now, if you've got your Q-tip or your cuticle pusher, push down the cuticles at the back. Grab some olive oil or coconut oil or whatever you have. I've just got in these new Born Pretty cuticle oil pens. I only just got them in before I closed down. A couple of you managed to get hold of one, and I actually only have 2 left, but I have got a shipment of more coming in. So if you want them, I can try and get those to you too. But just run your cuticle oil around the edges. Try and keep your cuticles in good condition. You're going to be washing your hands with a lot of soaps, a lot of sanitizers. It's going to dry everything out. Your cuticles will start to get a bit rough. So hopefully that will hold you in good stead for at least the next week or 2, and we can come back to it then and post another video in nail key. This is Laurie from the Girls Room. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.